Yeah, simply put, Brittany Renner. Just want to impart a little bit of wisdom on you guys today. Yo, go ahead on and like, share, subscribe to my channel. Leave any comments in the comment section below. Your comments will be greatly appreciated. This is a reason why you should leave modern women in the dust. Brittany Renner was on a podcast and she pretty much, had a big meltdown on a podcast recently. She was on a podcast with Charlston White, and she basically was triggered. She was projecting her anger. She was, showing her true colors. She was on a podcast, and one of the hosts asked her a question about her child's father, PJ Washington. He's an NBA basketball player, and he plays for the Charlotte Hornets, and he just received a contract, a 3-year contract for $48 million. Okay, he hasn't been in the league that long. And he's an okay basketball player. He's not like a great basketball player, but he's pretty good. He's an okay, mid-level basketball player. And they asked her, how do you feel about him getting his contract? And basically she lied, saying she's happy for him. He deserves his contract. But then she kind of goes on a rant about her having his kid and her loving him so much, and her gaining weight, having his kid, like that's something spectacular. Like, women have kids every day. Like, women, like right now, look, just think about it. Right now, a woman just had a kid. If you really think about it. So she tried to make like it was so special, and she loved him so much, and she had his kid. But her whole existence on social media, her whole existence has been modern woman, going against the grain of tradition, trying to flex, trying to get over on men, how NBA players are so dumb, how you can get money from them. That's been her whole existence on social media. And by them asking her that question, it triggered something in her, and she began acting disgruntled, cursing, throwing things, completely acting unladylike, disrespecting the host. The hosts are trying to calm her down, and to me, it's just a sign of a low life person. Especially when I see women who are disrespectful, to men, knowing physically they can't do anything, but kind of being in a situation to where, okay, I'm a female, I can be disrespectful to men, I can bulk up at men, and I know they're not gonna do anything. To me, that's a sign of a low life woman. She's trying to take advantage of the situation, and she was taking advantage of the situation. She was in there throwing things, acting crazy, doing unladylike things. But the whole point of her doing that showed that the type of person that she is. Now, if you're around a disrespectful woman, a woman like this who is disrespectful, who is rude, you should leave them that's my advice to any man. Y'all already know what I'm gonna say. Leave them in the dust. And she's upset because PJ Washington left her in the dust. Like, really, the whole situation she was triggered by this. She was triggered by them asking that question because she knows that he left her in the dust. It is a big L for her, a big loss for her, because her whole existence is get over on the man, get his money, don't be traditional, be modernized, be this different kind of woman. And women need to realize this stuff doesn't work. Like the stuff that you're trying to do, it doesn't work. And that stuff, it just backfired. And she has to look back. She has to look at PJ Washington. This man is doing good without her. That's really the issue. She knows PJ Washington is good without her. He's in a better, him getting that contract represent him doing better without her in his life. And she's upset about it. He left her in the dust. He really left her in the dust. The only thing that he really has to worry about is his child. He has to kind of deal with her because she's the mother of his child. And I ain't putting words in his mouth or putting thoughts in his head, but I pretty much can say this with confidence. If he didn't have that child with her, he wouldn't be dealing with her at all. The child is the only reason that he is probably dealing with her, having communication and conversation with her. If he didn't have that child and she was acting the way she was acting, he wouldn't have any dealings with her at all. And Brittany Renner has reduced herself to this. And a lot of times when you try to go viral and you're trying to, top yourself, she's out there doing crazy stuff, talking crazy, being disrespectful, being rude. To me, it becomes kind of like a corny thing. It's like corny now. Like you got to do all of this stuff. And then at the end of the day, you're upset that nobody wants to be around you. She's not going to find another NBA player. Like no NBA player in the NBA now is going to deal with her because she's built up this reputation as being a user, as being a modern woman, as being a person who just wants somebody's money. She's pretty much clickbait. And she always has to top herself. She always has to do something crazy. And she's going to continue to have to do crazy stuff in order to be in the media. She can't have a regular podcast where she's talking about issues and talking about things and people are engaged because she's so used to doing something crazy. She's reduced herself to being clickbait. She's reduced herself to being a wild card. And of course, she was up there with Charlston White. And basically what she did, basically what she was doing, she was trying to top him, knowing that Charlston White is the same way. He has to continually top himself. He has to continually say something crazy. He got to say something outlandish, crazy, just to be in. Can't have like a regular conversation. He got to say something crazy. It got to be some kind of drama going on. It got to be something negative. He can't just have a regular conversation. So she was trying to top him, and he really didn't even get what he was gonna say off, because she was just wilding out. And to me, any kind of woman like this, you should leave them in the dust. Like, guys, y'all pay attention to this stuff. Pay attention to these women who are acting like this. Maybe not on this level, but if you're around a woman who is disrespectful and rude, you can't be around nobody. She can't even just be chill. She could have made a good interview just by being chill and talking, but she had to be wild because that's what she has to do. She has to be like that. She has to be wild and disgruntled and rude to get some kind of attention. She just wants some attention. And at the end of the day, you need to leave women like this in the dust. And I'm gonna continue to say that these modern women that are acting like this, who are rude and disrespectful. I cannot stand a disrespectful woman. Leave them in the dust. And for women, if you really want a man, if you really want a good man, you need to check your respect level. Check your respect level for men. Because Brittany Renner is going to go home. After that podcast, she went home by herself. And she got in the bed by herself. She might have a dude come and smash her, but he going to go home. He ain't going to stay with her. She gonna be by herself. She gonna be left in the dust. And if y'all women want to follow these type of women, you gonna be left in the dust too. Where the good men at? They gone somewhere else. They not even want. Why don't men approach us anymore? I'm cute, I look good, but you got a nasty attitude. That's why nobody wants to be around you. And for some reason, women think like their looks is everything. And really, you looking at Brittany, she don't look like she looked 5 years ago. She's starting to look a little bit old, she's still cute, but she's starting to get a little bit older, and nobody wants to be around her. Women can be assholes too. Like I don't understand this. Women think y'all rude and disrespectful. You just being an asshole. You are. You're a jerk. You're a jerk, and nobody wants to be. Your personality makes people not want to be around you. People don't want to be around you, and then they turn around and want to be a victim. But you being a jerk to everybody, and people see, okay, this person is like this. I don't want to be around this. Especially a good-hearted person. And the guys that was on the podcast, even Charlston White, they wasn't being rude to her. They wasn't being disrespectful to her. But she was just want to be rude. She want to be disrespectful. And she thinks you think you can just get away with that stuff. And then when you get left in the dust, you want some sympathy. I say leave them in the dust. That's what I say. Leave them in the dust. Just want to impart a little bit of wisdom on you guys today. Yo, go ahead on the like, share, subscribe to my channel. Leave any comments in the comment section below. Your comments will be greatly appreciated. And like I always say, love you guys a million, and I'll talk to you later. Global.